up, my little tattletales? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Will and Kate, you have finally done it. What's up, Sussex squad? How y'all doing? Listen, there's a lot of stuff going on today, but we are going to have a heavy upload week, okay? Y'all, Will and Kate have finally done it. Will wasn't joking when he said he takes after his grandmama, the queen, right? Will and Kate are really using Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip's blueprint. They're not even going to announce a separation. They're just going to normalize their obvious separation. And here's the thing. Here's what I wonder. I wonder how long before William has a very public and obvious mistress. And here's the thing I wonder. Has he already gotten permission to have one? Because y'all, don't forget, King Philip's girl, right? His little girl Friday, whatever they called him, was at his funeral, walking with Elizabeth. She was friends with the girl. Queen Elizabeth was looking at that girl like, better you than me, right? I'm not into necrophilia. That's all she was saying. However, when you look at what's going on with Kate, we thought Charles was putting William in his place. But you guys, give me this article and we're going to read it. I'm going to reinterpret some facts that we look at with Will and Kate. And maybe Kate is a lot smarter than we think, even though she's dumb and she's going to lose in the end. But it looks like she was a lot more cunning with William. But then again, how smart is William? How hard is it to outsmart William? Just think about it, right? Remember when Rose Hanbury was not pushed out the Turnertoffs? Remember how Kate and the kids moved to Adelaide Cottage? And it was so small and there's no room for housekeepers or this and that, and nobody's living. Remember how Kate knows that she has to hold on to the future heir to have any type of power and to keep her relevant, at least until he turns 18? Remember, and I'm sure by that time her family can start a new party planning business and run that into the ground and defraud people. But also, remember how Rose was actually invited to the coronation as Charles's guest, and her husband was given a position? What that was, what do you call it? Favor, faith and favor, curry and favor, whatever you call it. Anyway, right? Get this. They said, Prince William's increasingly happy to go solo. He seems more confident. Now, here's the first thing that the British press have and I feel like every single time they start talking mess about Harry and Meghan, things are getting worse and worse between Will and Kate. Get this. Kate's not going to go to New York with William in September. They said when Prince William visits New York in the autumn to promote his Earthshot Environmental Award, it looks as though he'll be doing so alone, with Kate remaining at home. Nothing is set in stone. This could change, of course. So again, they're starting to push out the narrative, get used to us being alone. Now, all William has to say is, just like I did not want people at the Earthshot Prize, because global warming, you guys, all he has to say is he doesn't want Kate there because Kate's carbon footprint would be too big, so there only needs to be one person on the private jet. That's all you have to do. They're already letting us know that all engagements, even William's most important ones, are going to be left alone. Now, when they are together, it is tense. William does not even want Kate touching him. I wonder what changed, though. Do you think Kate has somebody on the side? Or do you think Kate, now that she's Princess of Wales, is feeling herself, and William is like, I don't care, go to all the engagements, do all the work, just leave me alone to my rose bushes and shut the door, will you, love? I'm honestly genuinely wondering what actually changed, but let's get further into this. They said, but the prince is judged by royal watchers to be growing into his new senior, more royal role following his father's ascension to the throne. William was a lazy prince for how many years? He did nothing. He still does nothing. But yet the media is saying that he's growing into his own in the last, 4-5 months? I guess. Not even 5 months. When did the coronation happen? In May? In 2 months. They said, and he seems increasingly happy to take the strain himself and conduct royal engagements solo. Although William enjoys the teamwork that comes with public engagements alongside his wife, he'll be glad to give her a break. The more so, she has her work cut out for the young family. Solo appearances particularly when they relate to his personal projects, in this case, Earthshot, are also a chance for the new Prince of Wales to establish himself as the role as future king looms larger with every passing. Kate's going on her own trip to Singapore in November. Now, get this. They said, William seems happier in his own skin. He's really grown into the new role as Prince of Wales very quickly. He does seem more confident. It helps that he has the backing of his father. He likes the fact that he can now focus on his own projects and things he really wants to do, and he's perhaps more subtle since the family moved to Windsor. She suggested that some royal engagements have become less stressful than in the past because video clips of an event can also be easily distributed to the media afterwards, reducing the size of the entourage involved and the pressure. It can only help that the Prince of Wales is developing a certain female following, regarded as dashing and of notably good shape. Some royal fans were said to have been left swooning after William as he showed off his polo skills in a charity match earlier this month. Y'all, some suggested they'd been left feeling hot under the collar when snaps from the event emerged. So let me get this straight. We're just supposed to accept they're separated. I don't care. I can't wait for the divorce because it'll probably be the death knell for the monarchy. But also, think about this, you guys, okay? If you knew that the only thing you were was someone to have kids with, and your power was only in being a good mother to those kids, and you remember what happened to Diana, you know what happened to Meghan because you were a part of it. You know how these palace walls talk. You know how poison seeps in. You know how they poison you from the inside out. They are never, ever, ever going to let the future King of England be raised by a single mother, if the single mother is not in the direct line to the throne. Do you see what I'm saying? They're never going to let that unless you're blood related to the throne. Consider this, right? Kate moved to Adelaide Cottage. William wants Royal Lodge. People are saying they wanted Royal Lodge because if William was close to Royal Lodge, it wouldn't be as obvious as William and Kate being separated because they would still be on the same castle grounds. Adelaide Cottage is embarrassingly small. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 children. William and Kate have already said they don't sleep in the same bedroom. Now William's like, listen, I'm going to do a lot of stuff on my own. But what if Kate was a little bit more, was telling us from the beginning of the separation and showing us how cunning she actually is in this Game of Thrones? Just hear me out. Sorry. Just hear me out. I'm trying to hydrate. Just hear me out. Think about it. 3 rooms, no living staff, no men in gray, no one to eavesdrop, no one to separate, nobody to divide. Kate has utter and complete control over her house, over her domain. No one can mess with her. There's not even a living nanny. The nanny has to come and announce herself. She has become more and more and more hands-on. She's become more and more hands-on. She drops them off. She goes to things. She's there when she picks it up. William has been turning into a single father, and he's happy to turn into when I say single father, the one that only gets the kids every other weekend. Kate knows her power is in George. She knows what's coming. Remember all those things that William was going to step out the way and let Charles and Kate hash out what happens to George? Why is that? Because William is fine. William is fine for Kate to be the mom and raise the kids. He wants to be able to see the kids when he wants, and it has his freedom. Charles wants control over George because he knows that if something falls apart between him and William prunes another rose bush, a chrysanthemum bush, a peony bush, right? Peony bush. He knows what will happen. It's the same thing that happened. And here's the thing. I don't even think it's Charles. I think it's the power behind the crown that is warning Charles, you need to get on top of this. You guys, Kate is actually playing chess. Now, at the end of the day, she has no real power and she is disposable. Her only ace in the hole now is that William thinks she is an exceptional mother. And given what happened with his mother, he does not want his children raised without their mom. But you guys, Kate has made her own fortress. She has made sure, because I bet you that George, if Kate has her way, is not going to go to Eton. She is pretty much ensured that she will hold on to the future King of England. You guys, we need to keep an eye on what's happening. Do you see where it said with the Earth shot that's going to change in the next couple of months? There is it could change whether William goes to New York by himself. There is something going on with Will and Kate. Something happened. I don't know if Kate is finally feeling herself and she's like, no more. And William's like, please. Or maybe Kate is doing something that is very much angering William. But there is something deep happening between them. I am scouring Twitter. I am reading all the royal articles, because you know the royal rotata always, they always hint at what's going on with Will and Kate. But I'm telling you guys, there's something there. And when I say something there, something has changed. Something has shifted. Why would Charles be fighting for control over George with Kate? Why is William taking a back seat? Why are they so angry and awkward with each other? More so than usual. The game's afoot. This right here is William and Kate announcing their separation, and they have firmly gone into the royal manner of men are not expected, or women are not expected to be faithful to their partners. It's all facade so the common people see themselves, but they will do what they see, and they will have long-term mistresses for as long as they want. I will say one thing, Meghan and Harry are smart to get out of there, because Meghan wouldn't have had a happy life. Had Harry stayed, don't forget he was raised in an institution. As much as he loves Meghan, love 5 years, 8 years, 10 years down the road is different from love of my life right now. And what would actually happen, right? What would actually happen if Harry in 10 years succumbed to the environment of what's expected? You guys, listen, I think this is perfect. I am happy that the monarchy, but the thing is, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, this whole separation worked with Charles and Diana. It barely worked with Charles and Diana because the tabloid culture was just starting. It worked with Elizabeth and Philip because the only people that were allowed to take pictures were the royal rota, and they kept the secret. But this is a new age. Every look, every glower, every hate, every shudder, every will be caught on film. Every action, every going out, every grocery run, every jog, every rose put, there will be somebody to document it. You guys, it's going to be a good fall. And before y'all start saying, stop preying on the fall of someone's marriage, baby, I'm preying on the fall of the monarchy. You better get with it or get out the way. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, Sussex Squad. Also, my Keeping Up with the Kardashians Season 3, Episode 9 recap is up. Make sure you check it out.